What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about some recent Pokemon news that has come out in the last couple of days. We've got some information here about Generation 9 with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and some new details about some stuff that could be in the game, but also some information about a brand new Pokemon game that we actually haven't heard about in a really long time, being Detective Pikachu 2. And so there's definitely some interesting things in here, and I do want to talk about it and give you guys my thoughts. Now real quick before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I am partnered with Best Buy now, and so there will be links below in the description and the pinned comment to Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet, and even the double pack. If you click those links and then pre-order from there, you can really support me and help out the channel a lot, so I would really appreciate it. And Best Buy is awesome because they'll actually give you free shipping and send the game right to your house day one, so if you want to play the games the day that they're available and have them delivered right to your doorstep, then definitely consider pre-ordering from the links below in the description or the pinned comment. I would really appreciate it. And these games are looking pretty cool, so I know a lot of you guys definitely want them. Alright, so here we are on Twitter where all the leaks are happening, and the first thing that it says right here is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Leaks Part 19. It says here that you can get a Galarian Meowth via an in-game trade. A teacher requests a pawmi. This form is not on the Pokedex. So this is pretty interesting because if you've seen the first trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I'm sure everybody has multiple times now, you can see that there is a Meowth which we can see on one of the routes. So the normal form of Meowth is confirmed to already be inside of the game, but it looks like that Galarian Meowth is also going to be inside of the game as well. However, it's not actually going to be a part of the Pokedex. So this could mean that potentially other forms for Pokemon could still be inside of the game too, but they're not actually going to come up in the Pokedex itself. So maybe that means like when we do kind of find out about exactly how many Pokemon there are and stuff, the Pokemon that do already have other regional forms and stuff could still be in the game too, even though they don't actually come up in the Pokedex. I'm sure like their model and everything is still going to be inside of the game, so once that data mine happens, we'll still be able to know, but it is kind of interesting. It says here, in older games like Sword and Shield, all regional variants for available Pokemon were automatically a part of the Pokedex and could be transferred. However, Scarlet and Violet will be more like Pokemon Legends Arceus, and regional forms won't be in the Pokedex and won't necessarily be programmed. So it's a pretty interesting way of going about it. Like, I'm not exactly sure if this means like you're going to be able to transfer Galarian Meowth from like your previous games into the game too, because like it still registers it in the game, but then again it's also not a part of the Pokedex, so it's a little weird. I mean, I'm kind of a little confused on this, so if you guys do know exactly kind of what they're talking about here, you can definitely let me know in the comment section. But yeah, it seems like the Galarian Meowth is still going to be inside of the game, even though we've kind of already just seen like the normal form of Meowth, so that's something that we have here. And then it says here, the Dark Sub Legendary Quartet all have vessels that become a part of their design. So we know that there is going to be some type of like a group of like Sub Legendaries, which you guys already know, like, you know, every single generation kind of has that with like Regice and Regirock and Registeel, and then Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, Azelf, Uxie, Mesprit, that kind of thing. It seems like this generation is going to have 4 of these types of Sub Legendaries, and it seems like there's going to be some type of vessel that's going to become a part of their design. So there's going to be like a fish legendary where some sort of gem thing is going to be a part of their design, some type of bamboo scroll is going to be a part of this snail, some type of sword is going to be a part of a leopard, and then a cauldron is going to become a part of a deer. Not exactly sure how that's going to look like in terms of their designs. I'm sure fan artists are probably going to go crazy with that, but it'll be interesting like if you actually have to find these items in the game itself, and then these items are basically what you use to be able to summon the Pokemon to be able to battle them, and you can actually see them like fuse with the item, and that's what becomes like their final form or their final design or something. I feel like it could be a pretty cool way of going about it, but yeah, it seems like that's pretty much kind of what this sub legendary group is going to be. So yeah, that's pretty much all the information that we have right now about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Once again, we're not really getting a lot of like crazy big new pieces of information because a lot of the big information is kind of already out there. Alright, but now for something a little bit more exciting. It says right here that a Creatures Inc. employee has revealed on LinkedIn that Detective Pikachu 2 for the Nintendo Switch is close to release. It was originally announced in 2019 and we haven't heard from it since then. He also reveals that they are working on another unannounced game. So Creatures Inc., if you guys don't know, these are like the guys who are basically responsible for all of the Pokemon models that are created in all of the games. You guys might even remember like whenever you boot up a Pokemon game, it always says like Creatures Inc. and then Game Freak. Freak. So they work with Game Freak in making Pokemon games and stuff, but they also do work on other models and things like that too. And it seems like one of the employees from Creatures Inc. was on LinkedIn, and it says right here that they are a senior game programmer, Creatures Inc., Pokemon Trading Card Game Development Division, permanent from September of 2017 to present in Tokyo in Japan. It says here, using Unity and C++, worked on one unannounced project and one nearing release, Detective Pikachu 2. Had ownership of core game features, doing everything from the initial system design to final implementation, provided expert consultation on effective use of Unity and modern development practices. So a lot of kind of just development discussion here, but the interesting thing is how they do mention that Detective Pikachu 2 is nearing release, which could mean that maybe that game is going to be coming out next year now on the Nintendo Switch. It would kind of make a lot of sense. Now, the first Detective Pikachu game actually came out on the 3DS. It came out a good couple of years ago. I think it came out in like 2018. And since then, they did announce that they are working on a sequel for the Nintendo Switch, but we haven't heard about it in like 3 years. So it does seem like that would be a good amount of time now to finally get the game completed and ready. So maybe next year, like during a Pokemon Presents or something, that's probably going to happen early in the year. That's when we'll probably get the announcement that Detective Pikachu 2 is also going to be coming out that year. But yeah, there you go guys, that is pretty much all the new information that we have right now about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, including the fact that there could be some type of Galarian variants for Pokemon and other forms which could still be a part of the Pokedex, and also just the fact that there is going to be an interesting mechanic with different items and vessels and stuff which are going to be incorporating into the Sub Legendary Pokemon, so that will all be pretty interesting to see how it all kind of comes together and how that's going to work inside of the game. But also the exciting news that Detective Pikachu 2 could be coming out on the Nintendo Switch next year. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button and also comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. How are you guys feeling about the information for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with the sub-legendary Pokemon? But also, how do you feel about Detective Pikachu 2 potentially coming to the Nintendo Switch next year? Did any of you guys play the original Detective Pikachu game on the 3DS? I'm sure a lot of you guys probably saw the movie that came out from the game as well. So maybe if this game is also really good, they could make a Detective Pikachu 2 movie, which could also be like an adaptation of the Switch game. There's a lot of potential, so definitely let me know if you guys are excited for that game and if you're going to be picking that up as well. But yeah, if you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at @NaturalAero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros. And Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.